So, today we are going to be talking about how to correctly conjugate verbs that end in ER and verbs that end in IR. Luckily for you, the way you conjugate them is basically the same except for one variation. Let's take a look. So we have two charts here. You should know the verb endings for majority of these because these are almost the same except for one difference. Let's look in the yo box for ER verbs. Yo should end with an O, but guess what? Over here it's the same thing. To should end with es, es, and over here it's the same thing. El, ella, and usted, that form would end in an e, just like over here. And then we'll just go ahead and go this way. The ellos, ellas, and ustedes would end in en, and same thing for over here. So then all you're left with is the box in the nosotros form. But we have to remember that this box is based on the ending of the infinitive. This is an ER verb, so we'll have E. This is an IR verb, so it's going to be, or this one will be A, and then this one will be E. And it's either hemos or imos. So really, all you have to remember is the letter right here. Now let's look at some practice. So the directions say to tell what these people eat or drink. Okay, so for number one, we have Rodrigo y Marisol, and the word is uvas. Uvas are grapes. Okay, so they eat them. So the verb is going to be comer for this instance. So let's conjugate that. Keeping in mind the chart that we have, Rodrigo y Marisol would be the ellos column, and so we know that this one ends in en. Okay, so it would be Rodrigo y Marisol comen las uvas, paying attention also to the noun or the agreement, making sure it's las and then uvas, but it ends in an en. Go ahead and complete numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Pause the video while you're working, and when you're ready to go, click play to see the answers and review what you've written. So now that you have completed questions 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, let's look at it. Number 2, we have tú and then refrescos. Refrescos are soft drinks, so it would be beber. So tú would go into the tú spot in the chart, so it would be tú bebes los refrescos. Number 3, it says ustedes and pan. Pan is bread, so you would say ustedes comen, because it's plural, comen pan. Number 4, Marisol y yo, and then sopa. You can eat soup. I guess technically you could drink soup, but we'll just do eat. So we have the verb comer, okay? Notice right here, with comer, it is an ER verb, and we are doing Marisol y yo, which is a nosotros. Nosotros is the one that we need to remember. So based off of it being an ER verb, you would put com and then hemos, comemos, sopa. All right? So number 5 says Ana and hamburguesas. So you would say Ana come hamburguesas. Number 6, usted. Remember that in the chart, usted goes right here. That's the e ending. So usted come sándwiches. Number 7, jugo de naranja is orange juice, so it would be yo como jugo de naranja. Number 8, los maestros, café is coffee, so it would be beber, beben, café. Now, here is some more practice. I want you to pause the video and complete this activity by telling what these people are doing and where they are right now, okay? Go ahead and pause the video and complete numbers 1 through 6, and then play it to see your answers and check them to see if you did it correctly. But first, let's look at one example. Number 1, okay? Number 1, you would say, yo bebo leche, and then you'd have to tell where you do that, okay? You can do anything, but you could say like, en la casa. Choose any location that you would like. Go ahead and do numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now that you completed numbers 2 through 6, let's go ahead and check our answers. For number 2, ellas would have to be leen un libro, and then you would tell where that happens. Number 3, tú, it would be comes yogur, and you would tell where that happens. Number 4, Rodrigo aprende, and you would tell where that one happens. And then number 5, ustedes escriben, you would tell where that would be. And then number 6, tú y yo compartimos. Notice that it is compartimos because this is coming from the infinitive compartir. Now, just to quickly review what you've learned, please complete the 2 verb charts conjugating 2 verbs, one ending in ER and the other ending in IR. So we have the verb aprender and escribir. Go ahead and conjugate these 2 verbs, but pause the video in order to check your answers afterwards. So pause the video now. Now that you have completely filled out the 2 verb charts, let's go ahead and go over those real quick. So, in the yo spot for aprender, you would have yo aprendo. Yo aprendo. In the tú spot, you would have tú aprendes. In the él, ella, and usted spot, you would have aprende. And let's go ahead and move over here to the plural of that, which would be ellos, ellas, and ustedes. In this box, it would be ellos, ellas, and ustedes aprenden. Okay? And then, based on the infinitive, aprender, it ends with an ER, so we know we're going to start off in the nosotros with an E, and then mos. So it would be aprendemos, okay? Now, for escribir, it's an IR verb, so let's keep that in mind. In the yo spot, it would be yo escribo. In the tú spot, it would be tú escribes. In the él, ella, usted, it would be escribe. And then let's go ahead and move to the plural of ellos, ellas, and ustedes, which would be escriben. And then, keeping in mind that it's an IR verb, it would be nosotros escribimos. All right. Hopefully this has helped you in understanding how to conjugate ER and IR verbs that are regular.